Hello and welcome to the second episode of the second season of our Draenora campaign. I am your host, Doma, or Ares, or other name, or synonym for name, and I'll be the DM for the evening. I'm joined by some very, very lovely and incredible people. Starting off at just the top of the list, how they are in the Roll20. My good friend and best friend, Starark, being played by the Gentleman Yosh at Twitter and in the Discord.
Hi, I'm insert name here.
Love that guy, insert name here. Right after that, we've got my other really good friend, but not quite best friend, acquaintance, work buddy, playing Emery, Jug of Nog on the Discord, at Nicholas Guzman 47 on Twitter.
Hello.
After him, playing the recently added character to our humble bundle of people, playing Nervek, I believe, is the correct pronunciation. Correct me if I'm wrong. The Goodman, the Crimson King, going by many names, and doesn't have a Twitter. Adam.
That's me.
That's him. And if there is an R in it, you need to fix it in the Roll20 for the display. Right after him, the person, when I was trying to introduce him the last time, I said his name instead, and had to do a complete retake of that introduction for that episode, playing the furball that we all love and adore, Luvash, played by Alex, or Alex _ aka _ Luvash on Twitter.
I am on my fourth cup of coffee.
Nice. And last but not least, certainly not least, maybe a little bit of the least, but not quite. Maybe a little bit. Playing Cornelius, the quirky Azamar who likes to have a little bit too much to drink, as we found out in the last episode. Played by Fluff. Also at Fluffernuff, if I recall correctly on Twitter. Been a while since.
There was some issues. Now it's Floofernuff.
Floofernuff, yes. On Twitter.
Not so fluffy anymore though. I shaved the other day.
Ah. Now he is just Nuff. So, just like we always do, for those of you who are joining us for the first time, firstly, welcome. Now that the 4 seconds of awkward silence are out of the way, we can go into how we usually run things around here. Just a little bit of a heads up for those of you that are new and joining us either in the Twitch stream or watching it for the first time on YouTube right now. We are going to be doing a couple of announcements, just give you a heads up about what's going on in the immediate time. Obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube, these announcements might not pertain to you as much anymore, but for those of you watching live, this is a great way for you to get to know what's going on with us and what we're doing and how you can be involved if you want to get involved. And then after that, the recap about what happened in the previous episode, and then bam, we're getting right into the game. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into these announcements. The first big announcement is our learner program that we have put together over on our official public Discord, where all of the cast, all of the staff over at D&D Universe interact with the community and create an environment that is just all about D&D and all the things affiliated with that and such. We have an overwhelming number of people, at least in my opinion, to manage them, over 100 people in our community right now. And if you want to be a part of that community, you can go ahead and scroll down into the description if you're watching this on YouTube to go ahead and click on that Discord link, and you can join in and get into all of the interesting conversations about cheese that we have every so often for some reason. And if Discord isn't quite your thing, but you still want to get up to date on our announcements and you don't want to have to wait every single week to watch a stream or watch the episode, you can go ahead and follow us on our Twitters, like we were just saying in the introductions, which where you can find us. But if you didn't quite catch that, you can scroll down in the description below in the YouTube video and get a list of all of the actors that are that are acting in this show, in this episode, to get to their socials, and you can go and follow them or do that kind of stuff there. My stuff is down there too. Or if you're watching this on Twitch, it is in the panels below, so you can go and grab them from there. I don't think the links are working in the Twitch one, but you can just copy pasta. Other announcements would include a couple of events that are coming up. In place of the next Draenora session, we are going to be holding a one-shot with some very special guests from other D&D affiliated creators, most notably a returning guest, one of our favorites. Yes, all of them are our favorites. They're all really great people. Would be Joe from the D&D Bags podcast, who has already appeared once on our Draenora series in the last couple of episodes of the previous arc. Just an absolute delight. He's going to be taking part in this one-shot, and a couple of other people that we are not going to be announcing yet. But the big part about that is there's an opportunity for you, the viewer, to get in on this one-shot. That one-shot will be on the 23rd of this month, taking it the normal time slot of 5:30 p.m. CST, just like you're watching it right now on this show. And you can jump into the community, and we'll be selecting somebody from the willing participants to be a part of that. Get yourself out there, get yourselves on our outlets, and interact with these incredible people and play the game. It'll be a lot of fun. As well as other opportunities within the community for you to get involved with us would include speaking directly to us. We're all very active in the Discord, and we answer questions that are either related to the show, to some things about D&D, or if you're just looking to interact with a lot of people that like the same thing that you do. Once again, I implore you, go ahead and join the Discord. It's a very, very great place where we talk about cheese. I think that is all of the announcements. I don't think there's anything else that needs to be said. Am I missing anything, guys?
Not that I can think of.
I think you're all set. I think we need more cheese.
Yes, we do need more cheese. You can send cheese to our PO box at not existent. So, anyway, then that means without further ado, we can go ahead and jump into the recap of what happened last time. So, our heroes, after the unfortunate passing of Kalos, have ventured out to the east off of a tip, we'll say, that a rather strange gentleman gave to them about how they could bring their fallen friend back to life. Upon making their way east, over the use of some very powerful magic, traveling quickly in the form of clouds across the plains of Draenora, made a stop about halfway through their journey to rest for the evening at Ye Old Hole in the Wall, a tavern in the city of Odil. Within this tavern, this very lively area, the party met a rather shady individual who did not yet reveal his name to his companions, leaving them with some choice words of both mysterious effect, yet also a warning, before taking his leave for the night. After everyone had finished with their refreshment or festivities, to each their own, the party took to the evening and awaited the next day. Now, when the next day came around, the aftermath of the previous rambunctiousness of the tavern folk resulted in many, many, many drunkenly passed out people in the morning, stacked on top of each other, where Sterark began to dig through them, if I'm not mistaken, offering to help a random hand jutting out of the mound of people. Upon assisting this stranger swiped at his belt, I guess you could say. We'll just say belt. And stole a very small pouch from him. In the spirit of trying to find this pouch again, the party met up, some going off to take care of their own personal matters. The others bound themselves together in spirit, not in physicality, and began to look around for this thieving individual. So that's where we're going to pick up. Leaving out a lot of the specifics, so you guys go watch the episode. Yeah. Go ahead, guys. Floor is yours.
Now, I actually don't specifically remember. Did we make our way to the outside of the potion shop last time?
Nope. What it was is we were talking to
Little Timmy.
old Timmy.
The only
Well, I guess
person that was at the
friends.
potion shop was Emery.
Yeah.
And I'm not going with you guys. I'm looking for a couple crickets to give Timmy, and he pointed you in the direction of the assumed thief.
Yeah, he's apparently like 10 feet away or so.
Yes, he's very, very close nearby. So you're separating from the party. I believe everybody else is all grouped together.
Yep.
Except for Emery, who is exiting the shop of Millikers, the mixtures and malts.
Alliteration.
Yes,
Me likey.
He's a model
likey
merchant.
Millikers, mixtures and malts.
The model merchant. Millikers.
Okay.
I guess I'll make my way towards him.
Okay.
Is this our perp?
The person you are approaching is actually a small gathering of what appear to be young folk, not quite in their maturity. A majority of them being of orcish nature, with a couple of younger human boys in the mix.
So, if I'm not mistaken, I've got my two friends, Cornelius and Luvash, with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
While we're walking over there, I'm just gonna make a shh motion with my hand over my face.
Clang, 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 clang.
All right. Make stealth checks, all of you, and remember your arbor gives you disadvantage on stealth checks.
That's what I was talking about.
It's you and Sterark.
Yeah. Don't worry, we got this. He says as one of us rolls a... Whoa!
Nat 20.
Never mind.
Say it again
Shutting
for the
mouth.
listeners.
Nat 20.
Yep.
Alright, let's roll this at stealth.
I'm afraid to roll.
It's alright, I'm gonna carry you.
A stealth with disadvantage. That is a 7. Unfortunate.
That is a 3.
3.
We're stomping our way over there.
So Luvash fades from existence.
Where'd he go?
It's like you turn around to tell them, okay, let's be quiet, and Luvash just isn't even there anymore.
It's my second nature, man.
So and it does like the arrows like where he was with the little outline and everything. And then you look over to Cornelius, you both nod at each other, and you begin to make your way towards the group. Your armor clanking together like the dangly bits on cowboy boots. I forget what this, like spurs. The dangly bits.
Cling, cling, cling.
Like the of the arbor moving around and the scraping of the chainmail against the other chains. And then you fall forward, Sterark, and then Cornelius trips on top of you, making an even louder racket of metal clashing against metal, and all of the heads of the people that are in the circle of the ring of children, I guess we could call them, of adolescents, turn their heads in your direction, looking over their shoulder, till all of their eyes are resting on you.
Shark, wait, don't move. They'll see us.
Are you daft?
I'm just shaking my head, looking at them.
You're just standing in like an alleyway nearby, just watching.
No.
Wait, no, you threw a natural 20. The building next to you is like white brick. You're just up against it, camouflaged. Do that.
Leading nonchalantly.
Yeah.
How tall is this building?
I would say
Well, is it?
it's a home. It's a 1-story.
I could climb on top of it, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm a cat. I can just do it. It's
Make an acrobatics check, or
Cat
I'll let you
like
make
a
acrobatics or athletics,
fine.
because you could like kick between the buildings and get up there if you want.
12.
You try and kick between the buildings and triangle jump your way up to the top. It takes you a couple of tries, but you do get up there quietly, even though your claws are scratching against this the brick. But we'll put you on top of the roof. So the
Cool.
adolescents are kind of looking in your direction. All right, guys, let's go. And they begin to just slowly walk away.
Gonna get up and just kind of follow them. At this point, I'm not even trying to hide.
You push Cornelius off of you,
Yes, exactly.
and
Why
you
were
both
we doing this again? Ow!
something sharp.
Mm,
Like landed like on a pointed stone. 37 damage.
Psychic damage.
It's all unconscious.
It really rocked your world.
Ah!
No, that's psychic damage.
That's
Ah!
that is an old meme.
That is an old meme. So yeah, they're just walking away, and you guys are like following them about 10 feet back, and Luvash
Oh, no,
following
I-
them on the roof.
I just wanted to catch up and get to the guy who stole my stuff and just firmly grab his shoulder so he can't move.
Oh, we're disciplined.
Okay, make a grapple check.
It's just strength, right?
Yeah, make a grapple check.
Just gonna. Well, that's not one.
Nice.
I have
He's
to
gonna
make a
strike
check.
me.
Well, actually, the first one is just against his AC. It's to get out of it to make that I have to make a check. So you didn't beat his AC. So you try to firmly grasp it, but you grab onto his shirt instead, and he just looks up at you. No. Ah!
Just no.
Like smacks your hand. Go. Let go of me.
No.
Like no.
No.
Your grasp on him isn't too strong, so he moves your hand off of him, and the whole group begins to walk a little more quickly.
Yes, that's the one.
I'll try to stop him.
Luvash, you go too.
You look at Luvash
Wherever
isn't.
you are.
Luvash isn't there. You have no idea where he
I'm
is.
just at the top of the building, just keeping an eye on everything.
So it's
Like an
a
owl.
strength check for grapple.
Yeah, sure. But these guys are trying to get away pretty quickly now. They're speed walking, not quite running, but
That'll be a
Nice.
23 to try to grapple him.
okay. So you successfully putting him in a full Nelson.
Nice.
Is this the one?
Hey, let go! What are you doing?
Is that the one?
I was reaching for the one that slipped out of Starark's grasp.
Oh yes, then that is the one.
Make a history check. You never.
Me or
I
him?
said there were several orcs in this circle.
He had to do it to me. Let's see. 15.
It is not the same one.
Don't I remember which one? Is he even in here?
Yeah, he's in the group. You just grabbed the wrong orc because you didn't bother to check to look at their faces. You just saw an orc and grabbed one.
It's that one, Cornelius. You
Hey,
just
let go! I didn't do anything.
grabbed the wrong one.
I will let go of that one. Go towards the one that's being pointed at.
Wait, Did I notice the one that he was pointing at?
Yeah, you're
Like-
following this whole situation.
All right, I'm gonna grasping arrow him.
Okay.
Does that have to do damage though?
Yeah.
You're gonna kill a poor boy.
It's fine. I'm gonna try to shoot him in the legs or something.
It's fine. He's not seen. We are.
I didn't
exactly.
expect this, but I do have to make perception checks against your stealth for the people in the
Okay.
area. Okay. Okay. Those weren't great, but
I mean, you're not gonna beat a nat 20.
Unless you get a nat 20.
Even then, he has to beat a 28.
Oh.
So can I go ahead and make my grasping arrow?
yeah, go
Oh, I have
for
to
it.
hit first.
You do have to hit.
I'm gonna like to try to hit him like in the leg, like non-lethal damage.
Okay.
With a rubber tipped arrow?
23, that hits. And that's 10 damage.
Well, you don't know. Maybe he has 25 AC. Don't make fucking assumptions.
He has 42
Maybe
AC.
it's an ancient dragon in disguise.
Hey man, I was a teenager once.
Congrats.
Like,
Anyway.
anyone could have hit me.
Yeah, you knock an arrow into your bow and fire it into the leg of an adolescent orc,
Yep.
which they look up at the direction that the arrow came from. Because
They
it.
see me.
Yes, they see you on top of the roof in the daylight.
Oh,
They see you glistening
In
like
the
an
sun.
angel.
I thought they were going to be blinded by my radiance.
Ow! What the hell?
Luvash, there was no need for that.
So it was 10 piercing damage.
Oh,
That's all he gets out because this guy didn't have much health.
dude, I just shot him in the leg.
Yeah, but he's not dead. He's just unconscious now.
Never mind the nut.
Well,
Hey,
Was
hey,
this-
guards! Guards, we're being shot at!
great.
Let me take care of this poor boy.
Mm-hmm. See if he's got what I need, or what I had. Little fireproof pouch.
I mean, you can check him. I'm gonna administer this wound that I didn't see was going to happen.
A pair of guards are starting to walk in your direction down the road. I would say they're about 35 feet away from you.
I'm gonna
Looking
check
up at
him.
Sarek, you got what you need?
Yeah, I was gonna check him and see if he had the fireproof pouch on him.
Make an investigation check.
Okay. More checks. Let's see.
You know what? I'm gonna aid him in that since I'm
11.
right here.
Okay, throw with advantage.
Nice. Thank you, friend. 25.
That's
Yeah.
better.
You find it on him pretty easily.
I'll just take it, and then I'll take the arrow out so he can heal the wound.
Yeah, I'm gonna cure wounds, poor boy.
While you're healing him, two guards make their way over. And they're carrying spears. And they're in full, like, metal armor. Hey, what's going on here?
I'll explain it, don't worry.
In the
Ruffian
meantime,
stole something.
One of them is looking down, the other one looks up at Bosch on the roof.
yeah, as I'm curing the.
Come down!
I'll motion for him to just jump down too.
Well, I'm not
Long
gonna jump.
story.
I'm going to carefully climb down.
Long story short. Kid stole something from me, and my friend here decided to take things a little too far. So we're fixing him up now.
So what I'm gathering is that your accomplice here shot a child with an arrow. And you think that everything will be okay because you're going to fix him.
Well, of course not.
Speaking of which,
That's-
11 healing damage to the boy.
Noted.
Thank you, Cornelius. But no. There was no reason for it.
You climb down. And how can you prove that you're not stealing from him?
Within this pouch, there should be, because I did store something in there. Let me see what I exactly had in that pouch, because I think that's where I put the gold pieces in, or something. No, I don't think I put anything in there. Okay. Well, apparently this boy's a town ruffian. A friend from the bar told me about it. I helped him out of a bar. He swiped something from me. I wouldn't go for all this trouble to get it back.
Make a persuasion check.
Can do. $25.
My god.
They grab the boy. Hold him up. Each guard is grabbing him by an arm. Alright. Better go put him away. With thievery. This is a warning. Don't shoot any more people.
Don't worry, we'll be out of this town soon enough.
Good.
This was just a nightly thing.
The Triad never forgets. They walk away. Dragging the guy, the orc child.
We did a good thing here, boys.
I'm not sorry.
We put a kid in jail.
We shot him and put him in jail.
Hold
All
on.
right.
And in the distance,
Did I find him any crickets while they were doing
yeah,
that?
go ahead and make a nature check.
Nature check? Okay.
It's one of those moments that I'm really glad we don't do face cam yet. So I walk to the other side of the room.
That's a 20. Not
Soft.
that, but a 20.
Yeah, you go towards, you walk for a little while, but you know where you can find some crickets, at least during this season. So without too much issue, I'd say you gathered about 4 small crickets,
Okay.
and you have them kind of just in your hands, like a
I'll
little cage.
just walk back over to him and hand them to him, not saying anything.
So with your cusped hands, you kind of put them in his direction.
Yeah, and then I'll wait for him to do something. I'm not just gonna drop him on him.
Yeah, he puts his hands out and like looks up at you.
I'll give him the crickets.
He cups his hands and like holds them and like makes a little hole with his thumb and his forefinger into the little, and he like looks inside. Oh.
It's a mimic.
There's 4.
You're 5.
I'm 5.
And then I'll walk away from him.
I miss
Still, like,
my leg. Poor Timmy with only 1 leg and being 5.
Yep.
Just look, walking away from him, just shaking your head. Just, yeah, no, yeah.
I finally get it, guys. He's 5 because of his toes he has left.
I mean,
You don't know that.
He ate 2 of them.
That's as much as he can count.
Anyway. So you rejoin the others after retrieving said pouch. I'll go ahead and say that, Emery, you pretty easily found the commotion. Definitely overhearing the sounds of metal against metal falling and scraping against each other. That caused a pretty loud ruckus.
Mm-hmm.
So you're on the scene a little bit further away, but you see everybody as well.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Emery?
It is indeed.
Oh, great. And
And I'll walk over there now.
everyone's here. Oh, Emery's still a bit off.
Shall we get a move on?
You said you folks were heading east.
We are indeed.
Yeah, I can take you there. Headed that way myself.
If you don't mind me asking,
Mm-hmm.
what's your end goal?
End goal? Don't have one. It's just time for me to be leaving these parts.
I don't see why.
I know the plains better than any of you, that's for damn sure. You want to get
Well,
lost,
we
or you
don't-
want someone to take you where you gotta go?
We don't need to know the planes themselves. Let's just say we're not likely to get lost.
Emery, another hand could be useful.
I'm not denying that. I'm saying we don't need a guide. Most likely.
By the way, Emery, can you do that thing again?
I can definitely try. Ares, question.
Ares has answer.
Gaseous form travel version.
Yeah.
It's the maximum of 4 willing creatures. If I cast it at level 4, can I get another creature?
Yes.
Perfect. Well, if everyone's ready to go, gather around.
I'll do it.
All right.
A little confused, but I'll do it.
Is everyone else going to gather around?
Gathering arounding.
Everybody join hands and start to sing.
So I'll cast Gaseous Form Travel Version 4th level spell.
GFTV. Those are the acronyms.
Mahutore.
Thank you. I'm so glad. Somebody. Okay. So, you begin to cast the spell, and the others who are accustomed to this spell somewhat already, having experienced it once, concentrate for a minute, and Nervek, you see the people around you beginning to sort of bubble, and pieces of their body like bubble, turning into these small spherical pieces, and then popping into this sort of greenish mist until all of them have just become mist.
I don't
Okay.
feel so good, Mr. Emery.
I guess I'm gonna try and turn into mist myself. However, one would do that.
So you're looking at it, and you begin to concentrate, feeling the effect of the spell. And once you focus on that feeling, the same happens to you, and all of you rise into the air, unable to communicate in this form.
Hold your breath. We're about to be passing gas.
I'll try and follow the other clouds, I guess.
So
Then
it does
we'll
take you a moment to sort of get used to this, but it's essentially you lean in the direction you want to go, and you figure it out without too much problem. So the four of you who are used to this, you float up into the air, and you see one of them doing like a weird wiggles in the air, like moving left and right rather unpredictably, and you all immediately realize that that's Nervek. Until he eventually joins up with the rest of the fart clouds.
Don't say that.
We'll head
Is that
east.
what we're calling ourselves now?
We're the best band, the Fart Clouds.
Sounds like a death metal band.
Dude, hell yeah.
Buy our album now.
I get it.
On iTunes.
Silent but Deadly is our first album.
God,
Oh,
that was awful.
If he didn't make the joke, I was literally about to make the same exact one.
Anyway, and you
Toxic
begin to
fumes.
toxic fumes traveling east.
Our third album was cutting the cheese.
There's been way
How
too
the
many to talk
feathers
about.
shine together.
And you begin to head very rapidly across the plains, more quickly than even by some of the fastest horses as you've traveled on Nervek. Just the plains passing underneath you, the wind pushing the long grasses in almost waves similar to the ocean as you fly at very quick speeds. And you travel for the entirety of the day, recasting twice for the duration. And eventually you come to a point where you can no longer fly because the spell duration has run out and it's starting to get dark out. So you begin to descend and concentrate for another minute to regain your physical form as you stare at the wall of trees before you. As you were flying from above, you were about, we'll say, 150 feet in the air, and these trees were still about, they were about twice that height.
Jeez.
Yes, there's these gargantuan, what seem to be similar to oak trees, but slightly darkened. And you begin to make camp for the night.
It's the spruce trees from Minecraft. I mean, from other game.
Quick, punch him. You need to make a cabin.
So anyways, McCamp will spend the night.
We'll rip off some bark for firewood.
Can I go hunt for some wild animals to eat?
I will have you make a survival check.
Fantastic.
You should take one of us to go hunt with you.
I'd rather hunt alone. I am
If that's what you
quieter
prefer.
when I'm on my own.
Go on then.
14.
Followed by a stealth check.
Yes. God damn it. 8. Sorry, 10. I blew my nat 20 on my first roll.
Yep.
Everything
goes all
else
your
is gonna
luck for the
suck
rest of the
from
night.
now on.
Okay, so while he's off doing that, because I already resolved that, and I'll explain it in a bit, what is everybody else doing?
I guess I'm just helping everyone around with what I can for the camp.
I
Putting
guess
some
I'll
firewood, helping set it up.
I'll do that as well. Make one of those cute little where you take all the firewood. But we're gonna do a teepee style fire.
Yeah, we're gonna make a great camp all together.
One big family.
It'll symbolize our everlasting friendship.
And then we'll weave friendship bracelets, and then we'll
I
toast
just
some
want you
marshmallows.
guys. Yeah.
I'm just gonna chill out. I'll let them do the work.
Come be friends with us, Emily.
No, please don't do it.
Cornelius, not like that, like this. Come on, Emery. Let us friendship.
Oh god.
Don't do it. So yeah. I think that's it for the night. I'll go on
That-
first
that
watch.
depends.
I'll go on first watch.
I'll take last watch, like before morning watch.
All right, let's make a cohesive order.
I'm going last. That's what.
Emery, then
I guess me.
okay, Cornelius, then
You.
okay, me.
And then is it just 4 watches for the length of the night?
All right. So it's Emery, Cornelius, me, then Nervik.
Alrighty then, let's go ahead and resolve that hunt. So, Emery, you post up for first watch in parentheses, and you watch as Luvash goes towards. He just leaves towards the exit of the camp, just away from everybody else.
Yeah.
Don't really.
I'm going to get dinner.
It's not gonna respond. It's okay. Like, bye.
Alrighty then. So, you just a quick question: are you gonna go try and hunt in the woods or somewhere like
Yeah.
in the nearby area?
Yeah, no, I'll try in the woods.
Okay then. I need to make a couple more rolls then. Let's use a different dice because that one's not being nice. Dice jail for you.
No, good, good. Keep using the one that gives me advantage.
Dice jail for you too. Give me 1 second.
He wants only the good rolls. He wants to kill us all tonight.
The great thing about having multiple dice, we'll find which one will be good to us tonight. I still need to roll 2 more times.
All right, look. Has anyone else touched the 2 dice you've used prior?
Touching everybody's dice.
You're a monster.
I'm a monster.
No wonder
Yes,
they're
we-
cursed.
Oh, my
Never
dice.
get
What
a
the
good
fuck?
roll on those.
So. Okay, and last one. Much fucking better. You guys are staying here. Okay, so you walk into the woods, and you and I are gonna have some secret time.
Ooh.
I don't think I have a
What do I
secret
have to
time
do?
in this place yet.
I'm on it. I'll just go into the meeting room.
Yeah, I'll just
Yeah,
going to meet.
that's where we're going. Okay,
Ooh.
so as you
I'm
break
scared.
away from the rest of the group, you head in the direction of the Ebonwood. Same Ebonwood that you had originally come from. So you know these lands very well.
Yes.
You are very mindful of your surroundings, and as you descend into the wood, I need you to make a wisdom save.
Fuck. 4. It was almost a 14. God damn it.
Fix your mic really quick. You're a little quiet.
Oh no, it's just my voice is a bit quiet.
Alright. So,
Because, it's pretty late here.
as you enter into the Ebonwood, you are hit by that familiar rush, this wave of almost sickening feeling just completely wash over your entire being. And just as always, you do not know what the source of it is, but to those that would enter the Ebonwood, this always happens. And upon failing this wisdom save, your sense of direction is hindered a lot. It seems as if the trees themselves are lifting themselves out of the ground, uprooting their roots and moving and shifting around you. Almost as if some sort of twisting puzzle. Eventually, this begins to make you feel very, very nauseous, and I need you to make Constitution save.
Aha, I have proficiency in those. But also I rolled a 5, so 11.
You begin to feel your insides twisting and contorting as if they too are trying to be moved by this foreign energy trying to enter into your body. And you begin to hear rustling all around you.
I'm gonna take out my bow and be ready.
Do not move. It sounds as if it's coming from the far right of you, somewhere in the moving trees as they're dancing around you. We have you surrounded. This one right in your ear on your left.
I'm gonna look around. Can I make a perception check to see if I notice anything?
Perception with disadvantage.
Oh boy. Oh, 20.
You actually do see something. You see a pair of glittering eyes in the canopy above you for a moment before it disappears, being
Do I
moved
know
by
of any
the
such
shifting trees. Nothing is still. Everything is constantly swirling around you, as if you're being spun, but you know you're standing still.
Do I know of any such creatures that exist around here that might be doing this?
It did seem feline in nature, but it could be one of many things as a result of that information.
I do not mean to cause any harm to the forest. I'm just here looking for food.
You hear what sounds like hundreds of bows being knocked at the same time.
Oh fuck.
Leave.
Do I... You said that I kind of lost myself, so I don't really know exactly where I am, do I?
No, everything's all twisted and turned around.
I'm gonna put my bow back. I know I am not welcome around here. Please.
An arrow lands next to you.
Fuck. I just wish to make amends for what I have done.
All around you now, in a neat little circle
I'm
around
not
your
gonna
feet.
move. Please. Just give me a chance.
The sounds of more bows being knocked are... It sounds like the rattling of bones.
Oh, that's not nice.
Leave. And as you hear that voice sort of echo, you hear a voice in the back of your head. Stay. Stay here.
I mean, is it a voice I recognize?
No.
That's fun. But also, I wasn't going to move anyway. I'm gonna look around. And I'm gonna sit on the floor. I am not going to move. I'm not going to leave.
23 to AC.
Yep.
$14 points piercing damage.
Ah, god Damn. Yeah, that hurts.
An arrow comes out from the swirling forest around you and hits you right in the thigh.
This is my home too. I am not going to leave. Not again.
Leave this place.
No, can I sense where the specific voice that's telling me to leave comes from? Or is
Every
all
time it
one?
changes position. Just as the forest moves around you, sometimes it comes from directly ahead of you to your right, and it's constantly shifting with each word. So, leave in front of you, this behind you, face to the left.
I am sorry. I am sorry for what I did.
22 to AC?
Yep. I have 15, by the way.
5 points piercing damage.
Yep.
Hits you in your calf. Another arrow.
Ow. If you wish to kill me, do so. But I am not going to leave. I'm so
You
sitting down.
will leave. Make a strength save.
Oh, that's not good. That is good. 21.
All right, so the ground beneath you. I'm
That
waiting.
should not be a 21. Because I'm supposed to have proficiency, so I should have a +5. It's fine.
Anyway, you still succeeded on it. Doesn't matter. The ground beneath you begins to rise up and try and move your body, as if some sort of wave was trying to carry you away.
Oh, okay.
The ground moves beneath you, but you hold on to the grass beneath you, and you hold your ground and aren't swept away by the wave of earth.
Yeah, I'm gonna sink my claws in the ground. Just to make sure that I stay as still as possible.
Okay, make 2 more strength saves.
Okay, 1. That's a 15. And that's a 12.
Neither succeeded.
Oh,
So-
wow.
2 waves. The first one pushes you away from where you currently were, and the second one, it comes larger than the first one. And it completely washes you to the side. And you're being rolled towards some sort of entrance. As the trees begin to swirl and dance around you, there is one point where they are not, where they are still, and this wave is carrying you towards it. Make one last strength save.
And this is where I die. Seven.
You are launched from your specific area that you're being carried from. This almost like column forms out of the wave and hits you in the side, propelling you out of the forest. And you're going to take... actually, make an acrobatics check, because I'm not going to just hurt you. Make an acrobatics.
There's some anime shit right here. Ah, so close. 10.
And you take 7 points bludgeoning damage as it rockets you 10 feet in the air. And you go flying out of wherever you were and land back in the plains, a good distance from the camp. You had exited You had entered into the forest somewhat near the camp, but now you are at least 200 feet away from the camp.
Okay. That was really unpleasant. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna look around. Do I still see anyone? Any of the eyes? Do I hear anything?
All that's around you now is where the plains meets the forest and the wall of trees have been ejected from.
I will return. I know you can hear me. I will return. Next time, you're not gonna get rid of this, rid of me this easy. I'm gonna start walking back to the camp.
Voice in the back of your head says one last thing. Good. Laughter sort of fades. So there's nothing.
Man, you really like talking into people's heads, don't you?
Alright, we can go now.
Oh.
So you see Luvash sort of on the horizon of your view. He had entered into the forest near the camp, and the last thing you saw was a white-furred creature fly 10 feet into the air, then land skidding about 40 feet away from the forest. About 200 feet away from you currently.
I'm gonna start to jog over.
Well, whose watch is it right now?
Oh, true.
It's Emery's watch still.
Okay.
Never mind. I take it his landing wasn't loud since he's always away.
Yeah, it wasn't loud, but you did see him go 10 feet in the air.
I'll get up and jog over.
Well, are you asleep? Because it's my watch still.
Oh, when he said you, I thought he meant all of us. My bad.
No, everybody, whoever's not asleep did get to see it.
I would have been awake because I'm on second watch, but so I'll be concerned.
I'm gonna walk towards him at a brisk pace, but not too concerned.
You go ahead and stay here, Luvash. I'll go check on him, and then I'll start heading over.
I mean, I'm over there.
Gotta love name slips.
Yep.
So who's going over there? Emery?
Heading.
I am asleep.
I'm heading over.
All right.
I requested Emery stay on watch, and I was going to head over, but I'm not
No,
his keeper.
Cornelius, stay.
But why?
Just trust me.
Just treating him like a dog. Stay.
I could take care of him, but okay.
He'll be fine.
I did not look fine, but okay.
I'm just gonna walk. I'm just gonna ignore him at this point and just walk.
Okay. So you begin to head in the direction as Luvash limps his way towards you, as you're listening in the moonlight. And I'd say you guys are about 120 feet away from the camp currently. And upon closer inspection, even through the large grass, it is very apparent that Luvash has 2 arrows, one through his thigh, one through his calf, and just cascaded in dirt and bruised in several places from the force of impact that on the side that it landed on.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna go make sure he's not like too beat up. You get me?
You guys are face to face.
I'm just gonna look at him. Aren't you supposed to be on what? Actually, no, I wouldn't know that. What are you doing here?
So, what happened?
Bad
seem to
encounter
be
with a boar.
A what?
With a boar.
Mm-hmm. And, the arrows?
It was a very smart boar.
Was it? Wait. No.
By the way, I'm walking past him at this point, and I'm walking back to the camp.
A boar did this to you?
Walking and talking.
Well, it's been a while since I've gone hunting. I'm not quite as good as I used to be, I guess. And boars apparently are much better than when I was younger.
So wait, it shot you with arrows. A boar shot you with arrows.
Yes, what's so strange about that? From where I come from, boars, I've learned to use all sorts of tools.
Okay. Uvash, make a charisma check and the appropriate modifier. Emery, you can make an insight if you want, because I feel that that's going.
Mhm.
That's a 4.
Insight.
This is a very smart boar.
That is a 9.
God. Yeah, I'm lying to you. Of course I am lying to you.
Well, you don't know what happened in pre-canon, so you can't ever be too sure.
So, did this boar happen to walk on 2 legs?
You can tell that he just said that he was lying. Like your
Yeah.
insight revealed that he. Oh, okay. I see where this is. Go for it. I'll shut up.
Did this
Yeah,
boar
but-
happen to walk on 2 legs?
No, he was on 4. He aimed at me with this bow using its mouth and tusks.
Really?
Yeah, boars from this area are very different. Really, you should try and have a look.
Perhaps I will. I'm gonna wave over Cornelius at this rate.
Are they close enough to see at this point? Yeah, I'll rush over.
By the way, I'm gonna use my second wind to recover some HP.
Okay.
What?
Oh, hey, nice.
Luvash, how?
It's just something that I know how to do.
Well, yeah, I could stab myself with arrows too. What happened?
It's long story. I'm not good at hunting. A boar was there. I'd just
Uh-huh.
like to go to sleep now.
I
Here,
say-
let me at least fix you up.
I'll be fine. I just need to sleep a bit.
I'm still gonna put, like, as he's trying to go through, I'm still gonna put, like, a hand on his back and give him a cure wounds.
Sure. Thank you. It wasn't necessary, but I appreciate it.
Cornelius, come with me. We're gonna deal with these. I'm doing the quotation marks with my hands. Boar. Yeah.
And there's 10 healing from your
Thank you.
boars, huh? Yeah, do you have a way to stop arrows?
I have something better. I've learned I'm quite good at stopping life.
So wait, if Luvash is going to sleep, shouldn't we get someone else to watch the camp
Wake up
first?
Emery or Gerard.
Wake
I
myself
suggest-
up. Wake me up
Wake me
inside.
up inside!
I suggest you do not go in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these
And
boars
why is
are,
that?
These boars, they may have been aggressive towards me, but they're especially aggressive to outsiders.
And you're not an outsider?
It's a long story.
These are some very intimidating boars you make it out to be.
Well, Cornelius, I'm going with or without you. I'm
Yeah,
interested in having some fun.
Would
Yeah.
you guys keep it down? I'm trying to sleep over here. Oh,
Yeah,
Perfect, sir. You're on watch.
what?
Your watch is now.
Oh,
Cornelius and I have to deal with some business Luvash was unable to deal with.
Some unruly neighbors.
what do you mean?
Some boar, air quotes.
Okay. I'll just put on my armor and go walk past all of them and just sit down.
Alright, let's
Groggily.
go.
And then I guess me and Cornelius will go out from where Luvash came from.
And I am knocked out. I'm gonna sleep.
Hit yourself in the back of the head with an arrow.
And
The
that
only
was
way you
the
know how
end
to
of
go to
Luvash.
sleep. Stab yourself. That'd be funny. Okay, so you guys are gonna enter into where he went, and so as you enter into these mysterious woods,
Mm-hmm.
you feel almost this wave wash over. I'm gonna need both of you to make wisdom saves.
Oh no. That's
12.
a 10.
Okay, so you both failed. It seems almost as if starting very slowly at first, the trees begin to pull their roots up out of the ground itself rippling like water. As they do so, they begin to move slowly around you.
Huh, that's interesting.
A little
Um,
concerning, but I see no boars.
What shall we do?
You want to keep looking for these boars or head back?
Well, we've had a look. If they decide to come towards us, then we'll deal with them, but perhaps we should head back.
I suppose so, and just make ourselves prepared for a
Yeah.
boar ambush.
Alrighty then. You guys are just
Yeah, but we'll be prepared for be looking out for peoples just in case.
well, your surroundings are constantly changing. The trees swirling around you, gaining in speed. The entrance that you had entered in from, or at least the way you had entered in from, is no longer visible. Everything around you is shifted almost as if you were being spun in a circle, but you know that you're standing still.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Cornelius is standing next to you. He is stationary, but the woods themselves are moving and swirling around you. The ground beneath you almost moving. These small little bumps passing underneath your feet, almost like waves of the ocean.
Perhaps we
Mhm.
should find a way to keep ourselves connected somehow.
Perhaps. I have some rope.
That could work.
I'm gonna tie one end of the rope to him and one end to around our waists.
Okay. as you're in the process of doing that, you tie the knot, tis, and you hear something.
Mm-hmm.
Leave this. Almost like a whisper in the inside of your ear.
We were just
Or-
discussing that.
Leave this place.
How are we supposed to leave? We don't know where the exit is.
Time it seems to come from your right side. Leave this place.
If we can't find the exit, we can't leave. Stop with the magic and help us leave.
Silence.
And you said these trees are like 100 some odd feet high.
They're several hundred feet tall. What are you doing?
Gonna try and make our way towards where we think the exit is. I think that's all right with you.
I mean, even if it's not all right with me, I got a rope around my waist. So let's go. Let's get out of here.
So you begin to make your way backward. Since you're facing forward, it's only natural. You completely turn yourself around and you just begin to walk forward until you come to what seems like the edge of the trees swirling around you. Yet as you approach it, it gets further away. And then that distance is maintained. The tree's constantly about 10 feet away from you.
Can I try and break this illusion, like this spell that's been put on us or around us? Is there anything I can do to overcome it?
I don't know what, I can't give you like an answer
Can I
to.
try and focus on something perhaps outside of the spinning, or is just everything spinning?
Everything is spinning.
How about the sun or the moon?
The canopy above you is way too thick for any light to light per. It's not pitch black, but
Mm-hmm.
The motion below us, is it just like an actual wave, or is it very clearly moving in a specific direction?
it seems to go one way, underneath you to the left, and then coming in front of you and just constantly change. Nothing seems to have some sort of focus point. There isn't any place in your surroundings, at least, that you could gather a sense of direction from. So it changes each time, and each time you hear this voice, it also changes in the direction that it's coming from. Time it came from the left, right.
Are there any bushes nearby?
No.
No. Okay. Well, perhaps we just have to wait for them to come towards us or to attack us. If they want us to leave, but we can't leave. They're keeping us here for some reason. Perhaps we have to either talk to them, offer them something. I'm not sure, but I don't think walking is going to get us anywhere using these kind of magics.
I'm afraid the only plan I could come up with probably wouldn't yield much better results. It's quite a thick canopy. They were quite tall trees from the outside.
I'm going to I'm gonna keep Blade Ward ready to cast as like a reaction. Okay. In case something happens.
Well, for a reaction, like, you don't need to ready the spell, because readying a spell is something.
But yeah, I'm just gonna have it. I'm just telling you, like, I have it like I'm gonna cast that if something happens that I don't like.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess, like, the wording on that was a little weird, but
Yeah, I know how to explain it. I guess we'll just keep trying to walk in different towards where we're going. To this rate, like perhaps a different direction.
See if there's a direction where the trees actually come closer.
I guess, yeah.
So what is the method in testing this?
We're gonna turn 90 degrees to the right,
Okay.
and then walk in that direction. And then if that doesn't work,
Repeat.
Just kind of
yeah.
spinning on our heels.
I don't know. So you do that until you turn completely around twice.
Mm.
And on the third one, you have completely lost all sense of direction. Except for one point that seems to have stopped moving.
I guess we'll walk towards that point, or at least I'll walk towards it.
Don't really have much choice. I mean, I'll feel it tugging and then follow.
I mean, you're next to me. I can see you, so it's 50 feet of rope. You got wiggle room.
What is this point? Is it just like a scenery that stops? Everything else is still
The
spinning.
portion that is stationary.
Yeah, we'll walk towards it.
Going towards the light.
So as you make your way towards it, there's a path between the trees that kind of snakes between them. And as you continue going, the trees stop spinning around you and you're making your way between a couple of them. And you begin to see a little bit of light sort of cascading between the trunks. And as you move around onto the side, you see a huge open space where there are no trees. It is just a large plain of grass.
Mm-hmm.
And everything is still. Then you hear what sounds like thousands of footsteps coming from your left and your right. Marching. As you look back at the forest that you just exited from, it is hundreds of feet away from you. And you are surrounded on all sides by the forest. You are in the center now, somehow, of this plain.
Just to answer the question, if we can see the camp.
You are essentially in a ring of trees. There is about 200 feet to the center where you are. And all you hear is marching from in front of you and behind you.
And
Well-
above us is still the thick canopy.
No, there is no canopy above you anymore.
Can we tell which way is west? Like, can we tell like cardinal directions?
Make a nature check.
Okay.
I'll look for the sun.
Sun's not out. Nature,
Yes, nature.
16.
You look up and you see the shattered moon of Draenora. And you get somewhat of a bearing of your position, at least with cardinal directions. But as you're looking up towards the moon to get your bearings, a large cloud of almost what seems like a large black cloud begins to darken the sky.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're gonna head west. I'm gonna try and head west.
You begin to hear what sounds like thousands of projectiles moving through the air. As you look up and you realize that it's not a cloud. Those are arrows.
And where are they gonna land?
They're going to blanket this whole area. They're above you.
We have time to react to this.
Yeah, you have a little bit of time. I will ask what direction you'd like to run.
West.
West. So you turn to your left and you just run. You book it.
I'm going to run alongside Emery, trying to keep my arm on his shoulder to keep up, and I'll hold up my shield to try to interject, put it between us and the arrows.
I have a few things I'm gonna do. First off, where is it? I'm gonna cast. Wait. It won't work. God damn it. So both concentration spells. You know what? I'm just gonna thunderstep. I'm gonna stand next to Cornelius, and we're gonna thunderstep forward 90 feet. Because you can take one willing creature of your size or smaller with you.
Whee!
Okay. So as you begin to run, the arrows are descending more and more quickly as they were shot at an angle upwards to create this effect. And you're dashing, you're moving as quickly as possible. You run the full 60 feet, and they're descending more and more quickly. You run another 30. They're getting very, very close to you, and you run the last 20, and then you thunderstep. Just as the arrows are about to make contact with you, you grab onto Cornelius, and then in a flash of lightning, you appear at the edge of the forest. You have avoided the arrows.
If it means anything, the thunder can be heard from up to 300 feet away.
The thunder booms through the air.
Okay.
And the marching continues until you see two huge armies
I think
Carrying-
we found the boars.
carrying banners.
Mm-hmm. And what's on the banners? Let's
The
see that.
one to the south, to your right, is carrying banners with what looks like a seed with vines growing out of it.
Mhm.
They're green banners gilded with gold. And the armors of these soldiers match. Now to the left, you see what seems to be a purple banner that is also gilded with gold. But the visage upon it appears to be some sort of runic sigil. I want you to make an Arcana check. Actually, both of you are proficient with Arcana, aren't you?
Yes. So. I am at least.
Not.
Okay, then. Only Emery.
2. Not 1, actually.
You can tell that it's some sort of magical rune. but you don't know. It's definitely not from any school of magic that you know of.
What do the people look like?
They're all completely dressed in full armor. At least
yes.
the ones that are in the front.
Are their faces visible, or do they look human?
They are 200 feet away from you. They're on the edge of the
So-
ring with it's a circle. They're on the
Yeah,
edge.
so
They're on the edge,
There's
yeah,
two different banners, but they're both marching towards us.
No, towards each other.
towards each
right?
other. Yes.
So they're about to follow.
Purple's on the left, green's on the right.
And one of them shot at us.
The arrows came from the direction of the.
Let's head towards the purple.
So as you watch the two armies get on the edge of the forest, or at least what seems to be the first portion, the front line, you hear a loud booming voice that sends birds bolting from the trees nearby. Sky. This isn't what I wanted, brother! Fine. Echoing. Begin to see the sky getting darkened again. As arrows carpet the field. And but this time as they land, instead of staying as arrows, the ground itself begins to morph and change. With each impact, the ground ripples as if rain dropping in water. And large fissures in the earth begin to open up. I need you guys to make dex save.
Well, hi, Emery. Oh, wait, I'm taking you with me.
11.
3.
Oh.
Taking you with me.
Alrighty then. So, fissures begin to open up all sides. The largest one going directly down the center of this battlefield. The land itself begins to collapse and crumble. Then, for a moment, everything is still. And then the fissures branch out like spiderweb. And one of them heads in your direction, but they're going in all directions. They don't seem to be targeting anything specific. It's just destroying as much area as possible. A chasm opens up beneath you very quickly. I need to deepen. Usually.
Is it deep enough to where we can react to falling?
$10 feet wide, 20 feet deep.
Maybe?
Yeah, 20 feet deep. Both of you are going to fall the 20 feet. That is going to 4d6 damage.
Can't react to falling?
Well, that's what the dex save is for.
Well, I mean, react while we're falling.
You have something that you...
Our rope. Is there we loop our rope in something?
I mean, I have something, but it's not a reaction.
needs to be a reaction.
Could I try to loop my rope around something as a reaction?
Technically speaking, no. That since this sort of pseudo uses combat things because of the speed at which it's happening,
Yeah.
to do that is an action.
Okay. Just trying to make things better, but
Yeah. You guys take 17 points bludgeoning damage.
oof. Oh, I had Blade Ward ready as my reaction. Remember?
Did have that ready.
no.
So
Never mind, 'cause that's by weapon attacks.
It is by weapon attacks, which is what I was about to say. This is just you falling.
So it's using 17 points.
17 points of bludgeoning. You land at the bottom of this chasm. And as you look up in this little fissure, all you see are what appear to be purplish streaks flying across the sky, met with arrows and the sounds of marching getting louder and louder until eventually you hear what sounds like the clashing of steel
Mm-hmm.
and the sounds of war above you.
I don't like being in a pit, but do you think it's safer down here?
I don't know. We should probably get out of the pit, 'cause we gotta leave anyways. How far away is the the fighting?
You don't know. You're 20 feet down. Climb
How
up.
far away were the armies? Like,
They marched the 200 feet to get to the center, it sounds like.
okay. I guess I'll climb out, or attempt to at least.
Athletics check. Each of you individual. Unless you're going one at a time.
We're kind of. I mean, it's 50 feet. I'll go first.
Okay. Athletics check.
That's a 24.
You make your way up really easily, and then Emery can just climb the rope.
Yeah, I'll climb the rope.
Yeah, I'll aid him. I'll be an anchor point and.
Yeah,
steady
So
him
make
up
an
and everything.
athletics check. Technically, that's not helping since to help him, you'd give him like a boot, but you're kind of just serving as the anchor point, which makes the check easier.
10.
Barely skirted along it. It was an 8.
Okay.
So you climb the rope, and as you crest over the edge of this new formed cliff, you watch as purple bolts of energy are flying out from a section of robed figures being shot at from the purple to the green, and then arrows from the green to the purple. The sounds of steel clashing against one another, but the main thing that catches your eye are two figures that are sort of above rest that look very, very similar to each other. But you don't get too good look at their faces as attacks cause both of them to move from their elevated position going into the.
Mm-hmm. How far away are we from the fighting army?
You're on the edge of it. The army has almost two armies clashing together has almost completely consumed this entire area. Very small gaps within this scape because of the fissures in the earth created from whatever magical effect was created by the green.
So the green did the crevice thing.
Apparently so, since after the arrows is when it happened.
I'm not
Very
very happy
soon.
with the green side at this point. I'm gonna.
So, just a question: do any of these banners would either of them like look familiar from like my studies?
Make a history check.
That's a nat 20, 23.
Yeah, I'll message you in a second with what you remember. But I think your priority should be getting away right now. So, at least that's my opinion.
I want to know which side I need to run towards.
Wait, do you guys want to run towards this?
No, I mean like we were shot at by the green, so we're running in the direction of the
Whoa.
purple, but not like toward the army.
What is the plan of action you guys going on? I don't know. What are you two doing?
I don't know. It depends on what. Well, I was gonna say I was gonna
I mean,
drop a
we're-
spell on them, but
Oh, what spell?
I was gonna drop a fireball and something else. Some fun.
I mean, I don't think we should be drawing attention to ourselves, but
They're already shooting at each other. Might as well just have some fun and then dip out.
well, I'm not going to stop Emery, but I'm going to be continuing on our course. So that we had
On the
before the
w-
vision opened up.
On the way out, I'm gonna drop 2 spells if I can, Ares. I'm gonna throw fireball as far as I can into the green ranks. And then I'm going to form a wall of fire near the closest ranks, like on both sides, like to make our escape.
You're gonna burn 1 spell slot, and then I'll give you the choice if you want to use the second one or not. Because as you conjure forth the flames of the fireball, they immediately begin to fizzle out.
Mm.
And as you begin to pull forth the magic, you begin to see these almost greenish sparks of a yellowish green color snuffing out the flame.
Huh.
So you burn at least 1/3 level spell slot for that fireball.
Okay. Well, let's just leave. Can't really do much at this point. Yeah, I'd say we leave.
Heading in the direction we were going.
Heading west.
The trees are no longer moving. And as you continue west, you just head directly forward until you come to the edge of camp, and you are about 200 feet south.
Okay. Up to the camp.
That was
Oh shit! They're back.
Mhm.
Welcome back, guys.
Hi guys.
I hope that went well.
It went swimmingly.
So
Mhm.
you watch, well, rather, who's awake?
It's me. I was
Well,
on watch.
Yeah.
So
Well, how
you-
long was this period of time?
I would say it was actually about like an hour and a half.
Okay, so yeah, Yosh would still be on watch, or excuse me, Starark would still be on watch.
Okay. Yeah, it'd be about an hour and a half of time that passed. And you watch as 200 feet south of where the camp is, you see, glistening in the sunlight, Cornelius's armor.
Oh wait, it's sunlight.
No, it's
Moonlight.
glistening
moonlight,
like
okay.
sunlight.
Oh, sorry, misheard you.
Cornelius's armor sort of in the distance.
And that one on my stealth check.
Well, I'm asleep.
As am I.
Azamar.
As soon as they get close enough, it will speak.
We approach the camp.
How do they look?
Like boars.
I was talking to the DM about the players looking, but you know,
They're a little bit scuffed up, a little bit, but they don't seem to have too much. Well, I can't speak for Emery. Emery, it's not looking too great.
oh,
My knees.
Yeah, kind of dirty. It's not really something that you can see, you know. At least with what
oh,
happens.
so
If we're out as we're walking, I'll start untying the rope and handing it back to him.
Yeah. For some reason, they had rope tied to each other.
I thought we were 200 feet away. That's some good eyesight.
That's a
eyes
good
like
eyesight.
a hawk.
Does Derek have dark vision?
He doesn't need dark vision for somebody glistening that brightly.
Okay. Didn't know I was standing next to a
A
lighthouse.
beacon.
Yeah, he's a beacon. I'm not kidding. He's very shiny. And technically, if you weren't covering your head, you would be too.
Be blue.
Dabu dee babu die.
You're a popsicle in dirt blue.
Oh, sorry, I'll turn off my light spell.
Doo-doo. Now
You
turning
hear a
off
flip
the
of a light
light.
switch.
Clap on. Clap off.
But
Like
yeah,
snappers.
I'm just gonna go lay down.
Well, as soon as you get close, I'll inspect you guys. Like, what took you two so long?
Boars.
Boars?
Boars.
Oh.
Emery?
Well, since I'm not gonna give you a bullshit answer, two opposing armies entered open combat in a large field.
Oh God. Well, I'm glad you two are back, because that could have ended a lot worse. Are you two hurt?
A bit beat up, but not terribly.
Then sleep it off. As long as you're not in any fatal condition.
That's what you got, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
You two go rest up. I'll keep watch.
I think it's safe to say that Cornelius, Emery, Bosch are going to need more time to get their full long rest in.
We'll sleep in. It's fine.
I will share information in the morning. Before I sleep, I will note this down now in my journal. It may or may not be important.
I'll stay up the other watch.
Okay, so nothing else is going to happen in the night, and we're just going to say that it's midday because of the extra time for everybody who did not get the long rest to get everybody good, ready, and prepared. So everybody take a long rest. It's midday. Right?
Nice.
Everybody on the same page?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everybody's back at full health. Spell slots are back if they were used,
Whoa!
so forth. So morning comes. And then it passes, and then it's noon. Everybody's all fed and good to go and prepared to do whatever comes next.
I'll pull Emery aside and talk to him about this information.
Okay.
Should I just PM this to him?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Gonna share ninja notes.
Did you say ninja notes?
Yes, that is our word for it. It's the ones I've always used.
Oh shit, my dice.
It's an enemy roll.
Hold on. Enemy roll. But if I just grabbed
Talk
all
to
of
them
my
about
dice
what
and
that
throw them
was.
at once.
The entire army. Both armies team up to find us.
Okay.
Any of that mean anything to you?
No.
Well then, at
So,
least we know who they were.
I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna eat some rations. Just gonna stay quiet.
Shit.
You keep dropping your dice.
What do you mean by mic?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm playing with my dice. I'm muting my mic. You guys keep talking.
All this dried food is really nice.
Yeah, finish that up. We'll be traveling another long distance today. Is everyone else ready?
Are we doing that same thing?
I don't
if
know.
I can. Ares,
glad I
did I
had
buy
a-
enough of the material to use it
No, you
again?
don't have any more wind wool.
Are we gonna have to trek through a Huarson?
Yes. Actually, yeah. Let's actually walk back to the battlefield.
Well, lead the way then.
Was
may
was
not
that
be
in
a
the
good
forest, or was that we were going north from the south?
That was the opening is in the middle of the forest, I think. The field.
So this place is a little weird, guys. We should seriously stick together.
Indeed.
Okay.
Copy.
Then we'll try to head back to the battlefield.
I'm gonna tell you now, this is not going to end well.
If you don't mind me asking, what did the people that were fighting look like? Or things?
They were elves.
Two groups of elves, or
Yes.
They're wood elves and high elves.
did you communicate
They've
with
been
any
on
of them?
board
Or?
for a very long time.
No.
Wait. Where are the boars?
There were no boars.
There were no boys.
All right.
Sorry, that was a joke aimed at
Any-
someone else.
Am I the only one here who can speak the elven tongue?
No, I can also speak it.
Well, that's good.
Well,
Get going then.
yes. Stay together, like Cornelius said. Let's tread carefully.
I'm just gonna go stealth. Because I am scared.
You know
Oh,
what?
hey, not 20.
That's probably a good idea for all of us, I would say.
Yeah. Stealth in.
I don't like stealth.
I'll just turn to Sterark.
Well, Luvash and I will stealth ahead.
I'll try and stealth.
We'll scout it out.
Let's see. Stealth. Let's throw.
23.
No, that's. Oh, wait, I was gonna say. I thought you were talking mine. I got a 7.
Well,
You gonna do this, Sterark?
I
Noted.
don't think so. We'll just hang behind them and let them gather information
Oh, jeez.
on the optimal path to travel through.
Please use.
Go on, wherever you guys are.
Well, you can see Nervac pretty
Yeah, you
well.
can see me. I'm
Yeah.
just standing over there.
Yeah,
You
so
just
me and
you're just
Emery are
squatting by a bush.
Me and Emery are gonna go ahead a bit, and we're gonna.
Well, I
scout.
threw, so I think that means I'm going as well.
Oh, fair enough.
Can't change my mind now, so.
So you guys enter into a group, into the forest as a group, and then split off. Get in there. 2 groups of 3 and 2. As everybody makes their way between the first set of trees, everybody to make a
Why are you guys so like?
For 16.
16.
No, I'm 17, sorry.
17.
I'm gonna throw mine now. 16.
Wow! Everybody barely skirted above it.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
baby.
wait.
20.
Can we talk about how bizarre it's that we had 2 16s and 2 17s? My goodness.
Yeah.
I didn't want to ruin it.
But you did, so.
But you did.
What if he got an 18?
So as you're walking between the forest, 3 of you brace yourselves, but then nothing comes.
So I guess we're just gonna keep walking forward.
The 3 that are going
Daylight.
ahead, you continue moving forward very stealthily. I was gonna say stealth-like. And You walk for about 20 or so minutes. I want Cornelius, since you have the highest passive perception, to make a perception.
That's a 15.
That's never good.
It's a
see them.
secret. It's a secret roll. Help us later.
We do love those.
Like the mystery tool.
Mhm.
This is a secret roll that will help later. So,
He's gonna hand us out pain later.
Jesus.
hey, the ones that were in the dice jail redeem themselves. Okay, so you continue making your way forward, and you walk for 20 minutes, and then another 10,
Do we find the field?
and then another 30. Until you've traveled for about an hour and a half. Just walking in the same direction. Your surroundings basically staying the same the entire time. Until eventually, yes, you do find a large open field that is completely empty and about 200 feet in diameter all the way around. And it does not look the way it did before.
Hmm.
Wait, which group?
Well, the first three get there
Okay.
first. And I
Because
assume,
Cornelius was with me,
yeah,
not them.
Yeah, I'm back behind. I haven't seen the clearing yet, I guess.
no, Emery, it looks exactly the same as it was before the conflict.
Hmm.
So I take it no corpses, no discarded weapons, anything of
No.
that sort.
Nothing.
Okay. Just a field.
Oh, it would have looked a lot different.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Do I know what's around me?
Make a history check, and then tell me you want me to say it out loud or DM you.
17.
Out loud or in a
Uh,
DM.
Let's keep it secret for now. DM me.
Okay.
Let's keep it secret from everyone, even the chat.
Super ninja notes.
This is advanced ninja notes.
That's what they're being called. Gotta slide into the.
Disgusting.
I don't like where this is going. I really don't.
When do we like where it's going?
Never.
Nervex name backwards is Kevner.
Yeah,
Kevrun.
correct. That's a special power I've got.
You can't run.
So what are you guys doing? Do you guys give the clear for them to come forward and check out the area?
I'm gonna leave that up to them because I wasn't here then. So. Okay, I don't know what the heck I'm looking at.
Yes.
Clank, 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 clank.
Things have changed.
I'm going to sit this one out.
They
I-
sure clean up fast, don't they?
Hmm.
What do you? This is where the war took place.
The battle, at least, yes.
Looks a hell
Doesn't
of a
it
lot
l-
prettier than most battlefields I've seen.
Yeah.
Well, they
That's
had-
why we say this is different.
What do you think, Kalos? Hold seed.
Well,
I'm working on it.
Seed!
Sarah. Bring it back. Emery, do you think the battle we saw was part of the experience?
Perhaps.
Alright, are you gonna keep us in the dark from this? We are allies. Just spit it out.
When we first entered the forest, some sort of, I'm guessing, illusionary magic was cast on us. And the world kept spinning around us. We were stationary, but everything around us was spinning. But eventually it wore off, and we found ourselves in the field. At the edge of the field, at least. And then we found ourselves in the center of it somehow. And that's when the battle started.
Is it possible the battle was an illusion, or were those wounds from that?
The wounds were they had opened up a crevice using some sort of magic, and we'd fallen in.
All right then.
So that's what I might be thinking, is that the battle might have been part of that entire experience.
It's possible.
That might not have been an illusion then. I don't know of an illusion that can harm you.
Very true.
What if it was some sort of rift?
Time once again.
It could have been. Something along the lines of
Well,
that, at
I
least.
know that elves would be long-lived, but knowing this conflict is between some elves, there's one that shouted something about a brother. Would I know anything about that? How, like, a war might have started between the two factions, or...
Are you talking to the almighty DM? Because you might need to specify.
I am talking to the almighty DM.
Oh, almighty
The
DM.
almighty DM accidentally dice. Back now.
Oh.
The almighty
Oh,
DM has nothing to say.
Well, that's not helpful.
Regardless, I think it's not a good idea to sit in one place here for too long.
Don't see the problem in just going on ahead. It seems we're in the clear.
Yes, but we're also in the clear in what could potentially be the jurisdiction of elves.
Look, nothing will go wrong. I'll prove it. I'll walk out into the clearing.
It's
Click,
200.
click, click, click.
It's
As soon
200
as I
feet.
see him, go, I'm gonna grab him by the shoulder. You do not want to do that.
You take a step forward into the plains, and an arrow lands next to your foot, streaking through the air.
You guys may be onto something. I'll walk back.
It was the loudest sound I've ever made.
That was pretty good. Good arrow noise.
Yeah, it really was.
So, you guys want to go around the clearing here?
Hmm.
So going into it, I've never much desired being a pincushion, so
I can't say I do either. Let's find our way around.
Now, go around the left, or
We
go
go
around
south. We go south.
We're going back?
No, we came from the west.
we go southeast.
We go to the right if we're facing eastward.
I'm directionally challenged.
So we're facing east. We're on the west side of the clearing.
I need to look at a compass for this. I'm not even lying.
We're going downwards.
We're going down.
Yeah,
into the-
you guys figure this out.
Yes,
Stark's
we're
just
heading-
looking dumbfounded.
We're going
it's fine.
counterclockwise.
We're gonna pull the camera back to where it's like an isometric view, looking down, top down. We're gonna
So you
go
are-
down.
We're gonna click and drag and move our units to the right. Don't
Here.
worry.
We're going here.
We're going in a counterclockwise direction.
Works for me.
Yes, we should move south.
And if arrows are
Yes.
shot at us, we're gonna stop.
We should be very careful.
Keep our eyes peeled.
Yes.
They
So,
could be
are you
hiding
gonna
anywhere.
move together in 5 or the 3 and 2 that you were?
3 and
Since
2.
I think since we're out in the open.
Oh, we're on the edge of a field.
Tree line.
Okay,
Yeah.
if we're on the tree line, then yeah.
You'd re-stealth, son.
Uh-oh.
And this time I think, unfortunately, we should stealth as well.
Clink, 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 clink.
Yes,
26.
clink clank.
Where's my stealth button?
Man, I have some good stealth rolls.
Is there?
That's a.
Not one.
Oh.
Did I throw that with disadvantage? Oh, that was.
No.
Oh, okay. I got a 17.
Okay, sister.
17.
17 is the number of the night, you guys.
17 bros over here.
These are rolling with disadvantage. Where's my stealth?
On
It's
DS?
disadvantage with chainmail and plate, right?
19.
Yeah.
19.
Yeah, I've got dragon mail.
Yeah, we're rolling with disadvantage because our armor is loud.
I need to check the quality of my armor real quick to make sure I'm doing this right.
Pretty sure you're in
Well,
leather, so
Starrock is going to
No,
focus.
I have a breastplate, but I don't think breastplate gives disadvantage there.
Yeah, breastplate doesn't.
Okay.
It's scale mail and chain shirt. No, not chain shirt.
Okay, not what I'm wearing.
I know scale mail is, but it's not. I don't think breastplate's one of them.
Okay,
Or is it?
I don't. Let's look it up. Why don't we do that just to be sure?
I'm rolling. Let's see. Armor.
well, everybody threw their rolls already.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Breastplate. It's scale mail and half plate. That is.
How much distance is there between?
Like 50 feet, maybe?
No, at least 20, at most 100. Like, we're distributed between that range.
Oh, jeez.
Why don't we settle on a number just so that way?
Let's
things don't get
say.
mucked up.
Let's say 30 feet.
30? I like 30.
I
Say
think 30 is too close.
60. How's that?
60.
One
50.
dash action.
50. Take it or leave it.
All right, 50.
And we have a deal.
No, wait, no, 51! No! Oh, too late, too late. The sale is gone. You have not purchased a storage locker today.
And we are closing bids for the done with the 50. So, what's the marching order for the first group?
I'm gonna go first.
Oh, we're not marching. We're
Well, it's just the yeah. I know you guys are like not all next to each other, but it's whichever is like in the front.
Who's taking point?
Exactly.
I'll go first.
I'll be right behind him.
All right. That's
And by right behind, you do mean some space about maybe 10 or 15 feet either to the right or to the
I'm riding him like a.
Oh.
Yeah. Do we want a little triangle formation? So we're
Sure.
not in a line? Okay.
Okay.
Equilateral triangle. The lengths are 15 feet with Luvash in the front. I'll take left side. Jug takes
On my
right side.
little map that I have here in front of me, I'm going to represent you guys with a D4 because that is an equilateral triangle.
Got it.
Then the other two will be
You're mapping out a battlefield, and I don't like it.
Oh, I like it. I'm excited.
Oh, that's what Sterek's gonna do. Stub his toe on a tree. Ow.
Like, ah!
So now that we have this established, it's gonna be the end of part 1 of season 2, episode or Draenor. Then we'll be seeing you again, second part.
Yeet.